I got you with that title. I got you with that title. Please watch at least the first 2 minutes of this video before you leave a comment. I used to hate Tylee, but now she is my favorite character in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Let's be friends, girl. Let's go out for smoothies. Let's go out for smoothies, Tylee, okay?
When the music starts bumping, the whole place will be jumping. It's my scene, my scene. You know what I mean. It's my scene, my scene. You know what I mean. My scene. And now I trick myself to think that you're right here with me. But right now I just sit here all alone.
Hey y'all, it's Harriyanna and I'm back with another video. I am the captain. You are not my first mate. You are aboard the SS Harry Hook's pirate ship, also known as the pirate ship. Hello, my name is Harriyanna and I like to make content based off nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. And also sometimes I talk about how these things relate to my life in some kind of way, and that's exactly what this video is today. But before we go and get started, I gotta speed through you know, all this other stuff. First we gotta do what I'm wearing. Y'all already know if I'm feeling myself, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm wearing. And also today's video is sponsored by Nicole Cosmetics. Nicole Cosmetics is a brand of vegan and natural makeup products that also are black owned, so that's a great hint. All of their merchandise is so freaking cute, and it also smells like candy. Like this one right here, it reminds me of Jolly Ranchers, and see, look at it. It's so freaking pretty. It leaves like a light little blue hue. I'm sorry y'all for my chin acne right now. It's probably the face mask. It's probably like a hormone thing, but I'm sorry. But yes, it's this really, really pretty subtle blue color that I just love so much. And I just love it because it just smells like candy. And I'm sweet like candy. I'm a sweet girl. I don't care. But yeah, the outfit that I have it paired up with, you know, I still got my ponytail braid. The main reason I put this ponytail braid in is because of Tylee. Today's episode, why am I saying episode? This ain't no freaking TV show. I mean, it could be a TV show. It could be. But yeah, today's outfit is inspired by the special girl we are speaking about today, Tylee. Since I don't want to appropriate culture, I didn't want to directly do her outfit exactly, so I decided to do something inspired by it. Since I'm pretty at home all the time, I want to be comfortable with the things I'm wearing around the house because it ain't nowhere to go. So I got this cute little crop top I went on, and I paired it with these velour sweatpants that match. So yeah, that is the fit for today. My abs are starting to come back in. I've been actually working out again, but yeah, I feel cute. Okay, don't look at that tag in the back. And yes, I am aware that I don't shave my pits. I don't have to shave my pits. Y'all are so freaking rude. Do not comment on stuff that don't concern you. Didn't your mama raise you better? There's nothing wrong with body hair. Okay, what even is this video anymore at this point? That's why I love YouTube. I do YouTube to have fun, and I'm having a lot of fun with this video. So moving on, please go support me on Patreon, by the way. I post a lot of exclusive behind the scenes content over there. You get access to my Discord server. You get early access to all my videos. It's a whole lot of fun over there. You also get early access to a lot of the other things that I'm working on that I can't really speak too much about. But yeah, please go support me on Patreon. Last but not least, please go support me with The Progenies. The Progenies is Descendants web series that I and many other people are working on together because we want to give these characters better storylines, because Descendants has issues, has a lot of freaking issues, and we want to do that. Please go watch our pilot down below, and please go follow us on Instagram at The Progenies. Moving on to today's video, we're actually back on topic, okay? I did a bad job getting through this intro. I apologize. This is my pirate ship. I can do what I want on here. Next, I am starting my own shop. It is a shop inspired by my favorite things, including TV shows and movies and cartoons and all that. You know, the stuff that makes Harry Harry. The stuff that makes me me. That's why it's called Harry by Harriyanna. I have so much coming up. I am super duper excited to launch this with you guys. Please go subscribe to our mailing list, and please go follow us on Instagram at harriyannahook, and go to harriyannahook.com and subscribe to our mailing list. So I will have that link down below for you guys to check out. Now moving on to the next thing. Also, request are closed. Just a friendly reminder. I used to hate Ty Lee, and now she is my favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender character, and I'm going to speak about why I feel the way I do. And the title is true. Like, I did believe she was annoying at one point in my life, but I'll go into detail. Shut up and go into detail. So you come into this video thinking that you're gonna see Ty Lee titties? Click off, you pervert. I've always been Avatar: The Last Airbender hive. I remember when it premiered after the Kids' Choice Awards, the year it came out, and I remember that I come home every Friday night and just watch the episodes, and then I remember if I missed the episode on Friday night, I wake up early Saturday morning and watch the rerun of it, okay? I've always been Avatar hive. Like, I remember that time period when Aang, like, after season 2, like, what happened to him when he got knocked out by Azula, and we didn't know what happened to him for like a long time, and I was distraught. I really thought the show was over. I really thought Aang was dead, okay? I really thought Aang was dead. I'm that old, okay? I remember the suspense of having to wait week by week by week, while today's children get the luxury of just binging it all in 3 days. Y'all so lucky. Y'all don't understand how lucky, because this show stressed me out. And having rewatched the show multiple times throughout my teenhood, I know it pretty well. And because of me being a fan for so long, a lot of my thoughts and opinions on certain characters, ships, and arcs have changed. If you ask 16-year-old Harriyanna who her favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender character is, she would have told you Toph. If you ask 22-year-old Harriyanna who her favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender character is, she will tell you Ty Lee. I used to hate Ty Lee, but now she is my favorite character in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm not sure if you guys can already tell, but this is going to be a very, very personal video. If you don't like my personal videos, which a lot of you guys don't, just go ahead and click off. I don't have time for your BS today. I don't. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting me. I'm the captain. Go run your own pirate ship and you got a problem with what I do. If you don't know what Avatar: The Last Airbender is, which I assume that you do, even if you haven't watched the entire show, I'm pretty sure that you've seen a few episodes here and there, or you know of it. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a show about the world being a hot mess because a preteen boy realized that the fate lied in his hands and he got overwhelmed and ran away. That's literally the entire premise of the show, because he ends up coming back 100 years later after he sees everything hit the fan, and now it's up to him to save it. All this pressure on a 12-year-old kid, okay? Something about that really don't sit right with me. This show had like a really, really colorful cast, which I appreciate, because nobody was a clone of each other. Everyone was their individual person. Like, you can tell everyone apart from each other. That's why I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, because there were so many freaking characters in this show. And not, probably I say if it was like a side character, but not one of them acted the same. So it was easier for people, the viewers, to identify themselves with certain characters. My favorite characters are Ty Lee, of course, Toph, Katara, and Sokka. I am Katara hive, okay? I don't care what none of y'all say. I freaking love Katara. But Ty Lee wasn't added into my bunch of favorite Avatar characters until about last year, because Sokka, Katara, and Toph, like I said, were always my favorite characters. And the main reason why they were my favorite characters is because I wanted to be more like them. I love Toph and her I don't care personality, her carefree, spirited personality. And I do feel like I have grown more into a Toph type, where I'm just a lot more carefree and reckless with my mouth and things like that. But growing up, I was not really like Toph all that much. Like, I tried to be that way, but then I always have somebody shut me down. But nowadays, I just don't care, and I do whatever and I say whatever. Katara was an amazing leader, in my opinion. I thought she was good at leading other people and people listening to her and follow her commands and things like that. And I did appreciate that, because I hated how when I was put in charge to do certain projects and things like that, and I got walked all over and no one listened to me, and I just felt really small in that place where I felt like nobody would listen to me. So I really did admire Katara having such strong leadership. Like I said, don't try to cause all these characters are flawed before y'all try to say anything. All these characters are freaking flawed, but y'all like to pick on the dark skinned girl. I said it myself. And Sokka was just hilarious. He was a hot mess without even trying. Like I said, he was a bit like Toph with that I don't care personality, but he could not defend himself to save his life whatsoever. Like, Sokka is just that overall likable dude. Not too much in the first 10 episodes where he was just freaking annoying and misogynistic, but Sokka grew over time and he became way more likable. But that's just one thing I just really admire about Sokka, is that he was just lovable. He was just that lovable person that everybody just enjoyed having in their presence, and I was not that person. Okay, people thought I was really annoying. People thought I was really weird. And like I said, I was a loser in high school. I was a loser in middle school. Not a Sokka whatsoever. I guess you can say I'm a bit like Sokka, because some of the stuff he be saying be stuff I be saying. I'm be thinking, I'm like, if you put Harriyanna's face over Sokka's face, you probably think they say the same stuff, but that's not the point. That's not the point. I liked all three of these characters so much because when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I didn't like me. I didn't like me. I didn't. I will go ahead and tell you guys that I didn't like me. I've been doing a lot of reflecting and things like that, and I realized that I did not like myself at all when I was a teenager, because I hated the way people treated me. Like, people around me that I was around all the time didn't like me for who I was, and I started to hate me for who I was. Lee, on the other hand, reminded me way too much of me, and I hated it. Ty Lee is the best friend, Will is the best friend of Princess Azula, and y'all know how I feel about Azula. I don't care about her. I don't. And a lot of my feelings towards Azula are because of my feelings towards Ty Lee, because I saw myself in Ty Lee's shoes so many times in this show. And I never really saw Ty Lee as a villain because of that. Like, I don't like how this show labels Ty Lee as a villain because she was one of Azula's followers. But now that I think about it, I'm just like, Ty Lee wasn't really bad. She didn't know how to think for herself, which gave off bad intentions. So, yes, Ty Lee technically is a villain, but in my opinion, I really don't think she was one. Ty Lee was a very sweet, bubbly, happy-go-lucky girl. And she reminded me a lot of me because she, went to the circus and, was being her carefree self. And I used to do gymnastics, I used to dance, I used to do cheer. So a lot of the little flips and tricks that Ty Lee could do, I could do. And then growing up, I was always really friendly and things like that. So, like, boom, easy resemblance. Harriyanna, Ty Lee, twins. But that's not the reason why I hated her. I didn't hate her because we had similar personalities and we could do some of the same physical things. We all know Azula's not a good person. Very mean, nasty, manipulative girl. She's an amazing villain, though. Amazing villain. Top tier. Great villain. But that don't mean I gotta like her, okay? That don't mean I gotta like her. Because of Azula's behavior, you could tell Ty Lee feared her. Okay? Like, it's just so obvious. Like, go back and look in the show and I'm like, you can just tell that this girl is just really intimidated about her. Like, she always knew this girl to be her friend, but like I said, Azula is one of the scariest people ever. Like, how could you not be terrified of her? Like, I know Ty Lee was freaking about to piss herself when she knocked her out. Like, she listened to Azula no matter what she did. Like, she literally was Azula's minion. Like, Azula was Gru, and Ty Lee was the little yellow minion, okay? Like, Ty Lee was just a bit lost when it came to how she felt about everything going on in the world, and knowing that she has part to blame with it because she's best friends with this terrible person, and she just didn't know what to do until it was too late. And for that reason alone is why I hate Ty Lee. Because I have been in that position so many times where I've had a friend manipulate me and wear me down and treat me like utter complete bullcrap. And I waited until it was too late and it ended up hurting me in the end. That is why I hate Ty Lee. That is why I hated her. And every little thing about her after that just became annoying to me. I have been in that situation so many times where people have took advantage of my personality And that is why, like, I can't stand Azula so much, because Azula used Tylee's kindness as a weakness. She saw it as a weakness and took it as a way to take advantage of her. Like, after that, every little thing about Tylee got on my last nerve. I'm like, oh, that little girl likes to do gymnastics. Who does she think she is? And I'm like, you are that girl, Harriyanna. Shut up. You know good and well that you act like that. Stop hating yourself. Only reason you hated Tylee is because you didn't like you. Like, I hated how I was so nice. I hated how I had such a hard time standing up for myself against people that did not deserve me. And I also really, really hate that scene where Zuko was yelling at her, where he was just going off on her. Zuko was just being rude in that scene. He was just being an utter complete dickhead. But I hate that scene so much because it felt like he was yelling at me. It felt like he was yelling at me for being different, because I've had people yell at me like that before, going off on me, talking about, you're weird, you're a freak, nobody likes you, you're lame, you're just, it just hurt. It just really, really sting. Like, to this day, I love that freaking episode. I love that beach episode so much, but I can't watch that scene. I always have to skip it. I always have to turn it off because it hurted. That hurted. It's because I saw so much of myself in Tylee. I was like, we do the same stuff. We act the same way. We've been in similar situations. She annoyed the freaking HE double hockey sticks out of me. While Tylee's arc is pretty short compared to many other people in this show, it's still a pretty strong arc because of what they do with her in the short time we spend with her. And I hate the fact that I took so much of my frustration and my own self-hatred out on an amazing character. Like, I really, like I said, I don't regret anything that I do in my life because everything happens for a reason. But I love that I've grown to love Tylee. Like, Tylee, I adore her so much. Like, she's me, I am her. Like, everybody was talking about their kin list and things like that. At the top, it's Luz, and at the top, it's Tylee. But I think Tylee has to be at the top tier top because she's been in my life a lot longer than Luz. And like I said, I'm not too big on the Owl House. I just watched the show for the main character. But Tylee right there is an exact replica of me. And I don't know, this may sound corny to you, this may sound stupid to you, but cartoons literally have saved my life. Cartoons have got me through so much, and when you can see yourself directly in one of the characters, especially if you're not going through the best things and similar things are happening to you, it stings a lot. Like, I don't get it how I can relate so much better to cartoons than I can live action fictional characters. I just don't get it. But I freaking adore Tylee. I'm so happy that she got better in the end. I remember reading up on her arcs in the books, and she's doing pretty well. She was holding up pretty well compared to what a lot of these characters went through after that show ended. Okay, I adore Tylee. She's an amazing character. I feel like she doesn't really get enough credit. I feel like she's a bit underrated, but Tylee, baddie girl. Okay, I adore you. I'm so sorry for hating you for so long because I hated myself, but now that I'm slowly starting to love myself for the first time ever, let's be friends, girl. Let's go out for smoothies. Let's go out for smoothies, Tylee. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Exactly, if you guys want to go support Niecy Cosmetics, oh my god, this thing is too big for me. This is a small and it keeps sliding down. I'm tired. But if you guys want to support Niecy Cosmetics, I will have her shop and her Instagram link down below. Please follow me on all of my social medias. Don't forget to follow me on my shop that I'm coming up with. I cannot wait for you guys to see Harry by Harriyanna. Oh my gosh, I'm so super excited. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Tumblr. And that's pretty much it for this video. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.
Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their ruts. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world before